Hello. Hello.
Bone Nazca Dog thinks you should do 20 squats.
Okay. I got water at my side. I've got the booze at my side. Ugh. Plug this in. Move this here. Move this there. And I probably also... Boop. There we go. Alright, so we had Furry Cures who was in first. Bone wants me to immediately start doing 20 squats. Yay, hands are working. Uranea Zach, welcome. Oh, Bone was gonna go to sleep was why. I don't know if I could be up, if you could stay up for this. Uranea Zach is 5 hours past their bedtime, but they came for me. Aww, yay. Alrighty, I need to do my 20 squats really quick. So then that way Bone can at least confirm this nonsense. Here we go. The first 20 are always like the most annoying one. Big stretch. Big stretch for the big boy. Big stretch for the big boy. Big stretch for the big boy. Alright. Here we go. 1. Hello, there he isn't. 2. I'm doing 20 squats right now. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 is always so many squats. Ugh, here we go. Maybe I need to go back down to 15. Maybe that's what needs to happen, so then that way I can get them, you know, back to being able to do them more repetitiously. Because, yeah, it takes a bit of time to get through the 20, but they're lurking now? Okay, cool. Alright, so Yizin's there. Hello, Zeepster. How am I on this fine evening or night? I am having a fine evening or night. I have... What the fuck is this? I have some Tennessee whiskey with me and a Coke. But I don't have a glass. I forgot to get a glass. Happy St. Patty's Day for everyone. I forgot to get a glass. I'm an idiot. Got the glass. Alrighty. Happy St. Patty's Day, everyone. I don't have an Irish, like, themed drink or anything like that. All I have is, like, this Jack Daniels. And technically, it's a Jack Daniels with a little bit of a honey flavor to it. Hang on. Ooh, it smells really strongly of honey. I'm just gonna have a quick sip, like, just of the whiskey raw. I wonder what this is gonna be like. Ooh. That actually tastes rather lovely. Alright, put in a little bit of Jack. Put in a little bit of Coke. And we get ourselves what I think will be a rum and Coke. It's the guy! It's the dragon! Wait, my hands aren't working because I've not plugged in my hand thingy-majiggies again yet.
Quote 107. I just want my duck sucked. Is that too much to ask?
Yes, it is. I am busy being a responsible drinker right now. I need both hands. There we go. All right. Hopefully you don't burp as much. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to be relatively okay. All right. Put my hands back on. There we go. So yeah. Hi, Gyro. Welcome to the stream. Are you ready for... Let's do that again. Isn't that great? Oh, wait, it didn't do it this time. Hang on. Wait for it to do the transition, then swap back round.
Musky Dog has added quote number 329. Let me put my hands back on.
Ow. All right. Yeah, I gotta stop playing around. I gotta actually, like, get the thingy-madiggy working and what have you. So, we are in for another Kingdom Hearts stream. This is most likely going to be the last Kingdom Hearts stream I will have to do. Well, at least for the last Kingdom Hearts 3, I should say, at the very least, because I know there's, like, a Kingdom Hearts 4 somewhere down the horizon, and I'm fairly sure if that ever comes back up again in discussion, everyone's gonna be like, hey, Grant! Do you remember how much fun you had with Kingdom Hearts? Would you like to play Kingdom Hearts 4? Sincerely, chat. I just like doing this with my hands, just being like, it's just like, hello, I am chat. And I am, like, now, you know, typing with both my hands, because apparently I need both my hands to write like a typewriter. I have to do it one at a time rather than being real tricky. Hang on. I have a question. Don't get mad. You've been here since the early parts of Kingdom Hearts 2, and most of your moments of the game have been so negative. Are you disliking this series so severely? I'm gonna be real. So my least favorite part has been Chain of Memories. That has been my least favorite. Because when I went through that one, it was just really frustrating. Like going through Kingdom Hearts 1, where it was like the combat I could get behind and such like that, and then getting into Chain of Memories with the card system, and it just felt like, I was in my MTG, phase of like, oh, I know how card games work. I just need to build this deck one time and forget about it and move on. But no, it didn't work that way. Didn't have a really fun time. If I didn't play it, I wouldn't have quote 107. Yes, exactly. So that one, that game, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory, was my least favorite. However, I've like, as far as the series goes, I think I've overall been enjoying it. Like, sure, I will talk shit about, some of the nonsense from Kingdom Hearts 2 near the end, or Birth by Sleep. I think Birth by Sleep was the one where I just like, right at the get-go, I picked violence because I was just sick and tired of characters being like, oh, I wonder who the villain could be. And you had, fucking, what's-a-mahoozy Spock in his, like, bald hair, evil goatee being like, oh, I wonder who could possibly be that is utilizing the power of the darkness for evil deeds. We both know that I would never, because I say that darkness is always going to exist and it must be channeled. Xehanort. Yeah, well, I know his name is Xehanort. I'm just forgetting the name of Spock. Leonard Nimoy, that's it. When Leonard Nimoy was voicing Xehanort. But yeah, so despite... Because I'm going to be real, like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, I went into those in the mindset of like, oh, I'm going to give it the thought and such like that. But then once I got to Birth by Sleep, I was like, logic is out the fucking window. I don't give a shit. Half the reason I'm playing this is just to like get it done on my to-do list and be like, and I'm just going to, be in there for a ride. I'm going to have a quick try of my Jack and Coke, see if I got the portions right. Yes, I got the portions right. I like the honey, or ooh. I like the honey. I like the little feel of the honey aftertaste. Hey, it's because like there came this actually no, it was honey at the start that got mixed into the Coke. Why hasn't Coke done a honey flavor? I've seen Coke do vanilla and orange and heavens forbid, coffee. Why have they not done a honey flavor? Like, honey is sweet, and you'd have to have like this really interesting consistency. Cherry, yeah, they've also done cherry Coke, but honey. Think about it. Honey, just honey Coke. Get your honey a Coke. Honey Coke. I'm absolutely terrible at marketing. I don't know if you know. I know why they didn't do it. Ah, you know exactly why? That hasn't stopped them from doing vanilla Coke. What do you think vanilla Coke is? It is so fucking sweet. It's vanilla and Coke, and it's very popular. Garlic? Wait, what do you mean garlic? You just pointed out. Anywho, I'm getting distracted. I need to go through like a greater level of discussion because Ernea Zach, I'm pretty sure you came in when I I can't remember who was the blue-haired person, and I was like, oh, like, this blue-haired dude, like, ain't getting no bitches, because anime will always, treat their blue-haired characters wrongly, and they will never get their love interest. If there's ever a love triangle or a shipping wars, like, time and time again, the blue-haired chick is gonna lose. The only time they succeeded was in fucking Naruto, and then when we got into Boruto, they fucking nerfed Hinata, and I am still mad about it. They made all the women just fucking housewives, and that was a huge disrespect on Hinata, on Ino, on Sakura. They fucking ruined it. They need to be front and center. Aqua is best. Well, she's like, who are Aqua's competitors? It's fucking Kairi, who doesn't really matter, and Namune, who is a witch that, gaslit us. And I'm gonna be real with you, no one wants a gaslit relationship. You're so salty. You should have something sweet to offset it. Yes. Thank you, Gyro Jagan. This sounds like the perfect opportunity. Just lifting up a glass as if somehow it's going to get caught by the thingy-diggy. A perfect opportunity to drink my Jack Daniels and Coke. I am in no way sponsored by this, despite my tone being this really crazy sort of sarcasm. The reason for this is because neither of these brands would ever want to have a muscular zebra sponsored. They would rather die and let Frosties take over them than let me, a muscular zebra, while I am wearing Sora's wig and a Kingdom Hearts shirt, advertise their drink. How sweet. But yeah, Gyro, Gyro, my man, my dude, my bro, my very, very helpful person that was responsible for the Wii. They have Tony the Tiger. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is they get taken over by Frosties. Although, Tony the Tiger went on Twitch one day, and everyone is just, asking him, is like, oh, daddy, or furry, and Tony the Tiger just had, whoever's running Tony the Tiger has just had to have this moment of, oh, I forgot furries were on the internet. Oh, I forgot they are a big part of the internet. Coke Garlic doesn't exist and you're surprisingly disappointed. Aw. Well, I knew they didn't exist. Also, I forgot to say it, but thank you, Bud Dog, for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Furry Thirst Trap, the cereal. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. There has been, quite a bit of Furry Thirst Trap on the internet. Not even from, from the normal furries. It comes from, industry, okay? Disney did it twice. Actually, Disney does it multiple times because, Disney does it multiple times because their mascot is a mouse and they keep bringing in other animals. So they've done it, repetitiously, but then they recently did it with Zootopia, and before then they did it with the Robin Hood series. I'm gonna be real with you. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to make, Robin Hood a fucking furry, and I reckon if they didn't, we wouldn't care about the Robin Hood story. We wouldn't be like, yeah, ow, no, stop it. This is some very fun and important pre-game talk. Everyone loves the pre-game talk. Where was I in my train of thought? Oh yeah, Uranea Zach. Question, was it Aqua you were talking about? No, you were talking about the, whatsamahoozy, the blue-haired, whatsamahoozy from Kingdom Hearts 2. It was around then that you stopped being, sort of lurking, and you were like, I see what you are doing, Grant, but you are wrong, because, Zion, or whatever their name is best girl. Isa? This? Sex. Wait, is that just sex? Hang on. Or is that Sykes? Oink! Lechonk. I love the Lechonk. I love him. Hi there, Icy Paw. Welcome to the stream. All right. Few things. Number one, this is a drinking, pronounced Psy. Okay, cool. This is going to be a stream where I'm going to be drinking. Hopefully I do not fall unconscious or anything like that, because I have to go to work the next day, which is going to be very, very fun, seeing how my head is going to do. But do not worry. I am a grown adult. I have to live with the consequences of my decisions, and I feel like I am confident enough in living in my decisions. So that's the first thing. Number two, you may be wondering, Grant, am I going to be doing this drinking thing the entire time? No, not really. There is going to be a number of rules that are going to be happening. What rules are these? Well, let me show you, because I have a lovely PNG to present to you at the very start, if I can find it. Here it is, the lovely PNG. Jesus Christ, that's a very big PNG. I know I'm big, but I'm not meant to be that big. Give me a moment. Control E. Nope. Reset. Hello there. Hi, Jason. Hang on. Fit to screen. There we go. And then we shrink this.
Hello.
Hello. This here are the rules. These are the rules. Now, if you also want to catch these, later on, then you just do !rules, and they will pop up. So, here are some of them right now. Number one. If there is the mention of darkness or the key, I know there's a hyphen there, but that was meant to say keyblade. So, but you know, the Greek key blade, not just any keyblade. So I take a shot on that one. If I acquire a new keyblade, I take another shot. If Donald or Goofy, Donald and or Goofy insult Sora, take a sip. If there is the mention of an ingredient or lucky emblem, take a sip. If there is a title drop, this also includes all titles such as Chain of Memory, Birth by Sleep, Recoded, and if they just mention Kingdom Hearts, right, quite frankly. If I hear the phrase, may your heart be your guiding key, take a sip. And every time Sora is forced to smile, I must also take a drink. Now, thankfully, new rules can be added with 5 gifted subs. So, if you feel like in the home stretch that there needs to be something new, such as Xehanort talking about his plan, or, you know, someone gripping the air, or another subterfuge of someone dying, or whatever the F, then 5 get to subs, and you get to, you know, add in a new rule, and I will add it into the rules. With rules like that, you're gonna see my friend die? Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have already done plenty of drinking, and I am still alive. I have had to take a drink 137 times across the many streams of Kingdom Hearts 3 that I had to go through. And plus, I live in Australia, and if any Australians saw me dying because of drinking, they would simply point and laugh at me, because there is no Australian who has died from over-drinking. There have only been Australians who died trying to swim or trying to fight a dingo. That's factually true. You can quote me on this one. No other Australian has died from over-drinking, only for trying to go out for a swim. What did Uranez? I love you, but I've blinked twice and lost time. I hope you're my protector in my dreams from my nightmare. I will do as best as I can. I will be totally fine. So yeah, those are the rules. God, I hope I don't need to have to go to the bathroom like right away, because I rushed through my meal. I rushed through dinner recently, but we are here. And I need to stop the music because the music is disruptive. There we go. We need to embark on... Can I... Please, please, please. There we go. We are going to land in the Keyblade Graveyard. We are going to go for a little run. We are going to run to the end. Also, I kind of also want to, like... Actually, can I do this? Yes, I'll pin the message on what the rules are. There we go. That way, if you ever need a double check, it's pinned to the top.
I wonder what's waiting up ahead.
Oh, I wonder what. Oh, for those of you who may not realize, Keyblade, as in, like, the little X blade. So, Keyblade as in C-H-I, like, you know, key. But check this out. I have... No, wrong blade. I have the Ultima Blade! I have the Ultima weapon. I am absolutely overskilled. I am overpowered for this. I don't know if I'm going to be overskilled, but it is worth trying. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. 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 Yep. 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 Man, I could totally be Sora right now. Don't fail me. Of course not. It's Terra. Wait, haven't we already gone through this song and dance? Like, that's not Terra, that's Terra Xehanort. Terra Nort.
Terra, we found you.
Just blank stare.
Terra, please say you're in there.
He's gone. Wait, is this a time thingy-majig? Like, I swear
What
we've already
gives,
seen this cut.
Aqua?
We've already seen this
I know that
cutscene.
you're not him.
Huh?
Now let our friend go.
And then it turns to, yep, the white hair because he's Terra Nort. Goofy just even when he is like, you know, trying to be very intimidating with like his fists closed and such.
What?
Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body.
Oh no.
But fear not. The Keyblade will still be forged.
He said the line! He said Keyblade!
We're not gonna lose to you.
That's the first time I've had to drink for Keyblade. Is it me blocking him? Please tell me it's me blocking him. Oh! Is it the Lingering Will? Yeah, because that's Terra's Keyblade.
Xehanort.
Yeah, it's the Lingering Will. Apparently, I was...
Terra?
This is impossible.
Not in the bullshit...
How I've waited for this moment.
You mean his armor? Well, yeah, like, I'm assuming there's no one underneath the armor, but if he's talking, then I get... What the fuck? Could you do that? What? Okay, I didn't go through, like, the secret boss battle of Kingdom Hearts 2, so I don't know if, you know, that's a thing that happens, that he can just make it into a whip. Or... I've only had, like, one sip, haven't I? Chat. I've only had one sip. Like, we're seeing the same thing. Like, this. Like, what? Why can't I do that? Oh, wait, well, technically I can, but I'm gonna be real. Why couldn't I do that in Birth by Sleep?
First.
Oh, cool. I think I fought those before. Can I fight them again? I also need to remember to take a photo of, like, a demon tower or something.
We'll hold off the
Yeah, I
others.
got the ultimate blade.
We've got this.
I am so ready for this fight, and I am gonna need to take a picture of these demon thingy-majiggies.
Let's see.
Yep.
Let's see.
Just let me do the thingy.
Let's see. Let's see.
Yep. Yeah, and ultimate form. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, it's just a sword. I'm wearing zebra clothes. Guys, I'm wearing zebra clothes. Bing, 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 bing. Look at that. That's not the demon. Oh, that's the demon. That's a different thing to do. Okay. Oh my god, so much power. Oh, what does the shot lock look like? Oh, okay. I'm not probably doing it properly. Oh yeah, I need to do the, I need to do, like, once I get maximum MP, I need to do the thingy-majiggy with the mermaid thing. You need to be awake in 5 hours for work, so you better be off to bed. Hope you have a great stream. Thank you, Gyro, for coming along to the stream. I'm sorry, we're just starting. All right, Ultimate 4. Look, I'm wearing zebra pants. Look, those are zebra pants. Oh my god. Flare Force. Bam, 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 bam. See? Zebra Pants. Use the shot log. This is your chance. Oh! Ooh. That was awesome! Oh my god, this is a fucking awesome blade. I'm glad that I did the grind.
Did you see it?
I saw it!
Something's
Yes!
wrong.
Look out! Heartless and look at them, they're like running away. That was so cool. Oh. And then there's the big dudes. Oh my god, there's so many of them. What is that? We're gonna start the choo-choo train thingy-madoog again. Dun, 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 dun. Why is the pecta? Oh, that's right. I forgot to re-enable some things. Give me a minute. I totally forgot to do this. Thingy-madoog, channel point redeems. I had to so yesterday, Yizin, I did a stream of playing the finals, but unfortunately I couldn't have my Zebra's normal 3D model doing its thing. So instead, you had to, like, you know, just sort of deal with me being a
Jason036 thinks you should do 20 squats.
bonks, boops. Cactar attack is not available. All right, I can give you the cookie. You can drop the anvil or drop something. Head pats. Hydrate. Cookie for Jason. Let's see. Rainbow rush, rainbow effect. Throwing a lot of something. Throwing something. Traffic cone. I think I need to put my traffic cone back in. Wait, did I enable? I can enable it again. And then dehimbo, hyper himbo, maid outfit, and enable and pause. There we go. All right, so all of that should be back now, Yizin. And I need to do 20 squats for Jason. So yeah, I forgot to.
We have something really, really important to tell you about.
Oh my gosh, what's happening? What's the really important thing?
Are you wearing Kevlar?
He's wearing Kevlar.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend it's not a big ass
elephant in the room.
What the fuck is going on?
This is what the fuck is going on.
Oh, I have not been counting. Oh my god, is that Jason in the photo frame? It is!
Oh,
shit!
Oh shit! Oh shit! No! That is not happening right now!
Thank you, Jason, for being my biggest fan. Alright, hang on. I need to count this time. Okay. Where was I? I'll start from the beginning.
Captain, we have something really, really important to tell you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
General,
6.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend
7.
It's not a big ass
8.
elephant.
What the fuck is
9.
going on?
10.
This is what the fuck is going on.
Wait, why didn't that work?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
10. 11.
Oh shit! No!
12.
That's not happening right now!
13.
No!
14. I need to fix that. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. I need to fix that. Hold on. So, because I think what I need to do is put in a count. I need to put in a global cooldown. So then that way people don't activate it when there's a video like going. I had that crash most recently is I run at 100% CPU usage now. I have like running the stream on my PC is just not easily possible as I get into, you know, more video games or I activate more thingy-madiggies. And we back. Oh my god. Welcome back. I didn't realize something happened. Fighting over the biggest fan caused stream to die. Ah. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Before people activate things. Platform, channel point. Okay, yep, that's fine as is. Biggest fan. All right, biggest fan. I'm going to change. So we're going to make it like 180 seconds. So it's going to be like 3 minutes. And is it in my action queue? No, it is not. It died out. Well, okay. Hi. Let's start again. Where's my buttons? Here are my buttons. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. My name is Grant. I am a variety furry streamer. And tonight, we are going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 3. And hopefully we don't break when we do this. But yeah, probably a poignant time to point out that the reason why things might break and such like that is because I am at 100% CPU usage. Why, you may ask? Well, it's not one singular program is responsible for it. Like, VC Face uses 17% or 18% of my CPU. OBS only uses like 14 to 15%. The Leap Motion uses 10. And then I have like, you know, everything else being under 10%. The problem is, however, there are just too many things happening on this PC to do the one PC setup. It would be very expensive to do 2 PCs, like electricity-wise, and I don't really make that much money on Twitch just yet to do that. However, the real reason Zeeb spoke so much Twitch streamer that Twitch couldn't handle it and gave up. But yeah, there was also the case that, hang on a second, manually unpin. Hopefully my bitrate is gonna, yep, bitrate is relatively fine. But yeah, one of the things that would definitely help out in this scenario, because StreamerBot, OBS, all them kind of peeps, they were about to crash and they were about to die. Best way to avoid this, featured, oh, I can just do FT, can't I? Hang on a second. Where is it? So, please start. Hello? That's not good. One moment, please. That has not happened in a long time. Oh,